Good day. Welcome to Endurance Room. Thought I'd show everybody a workout you can do at home. This is a mace, and it's basically a handle with a weight on the end of it. So anything you got laying around that is like that, you could use for these types of exercises and these movements. You guys can definitely do this. You just start slow, and I'll just kind of take you through a quick workout. There's some different presses that I like to do with these and different spins. They're called a 360. We're taking it in a circle in one continuous direction, or a 10 and 2 where you're alternating left to right. So check it out. First we'll do a couple different movements, and then I'll show you the 360 and the 10 and 2. So think bench press, push up. As the handle is moving out away from my body, I'm wringing my hands together like I'm wringing out a towel. You can take it out straight from the body, wringing the hands together, or you can start playing with elevation. You can take it vertically as well. The way this implement is designed, you're going to have all the weight to the outside of your wrist, unlike a barbell or a dumbbell where it's going to be centered. What that does is pulls down and provides quite a bit of torque, which simulates a much heavier load than what the weight is. So this is a 25-pound mace, but the further out away from the handle you get, you're multiplying that by every inch. So it can get quite significant just by manipulating the leverage of the instrument. So those were a couple basic upper body exercises you can do, and I will do those to warm up, just real low intensity, and basically get my muscles fired up before I go into more complex movements like the 360 and the 10 and 2, which we'll get into in a minute. So here's a couple more exercises. Just holding the weight out in front of the body. Elbows are locked at 90 degrees. You got a good firm grip on the handle, and you're just rotating your core, turning your hips, shifting your weight from left to right. So my weight is back on my left leg right now as I'm turning to my right. I'm opening up the hip. So this movement is really good for firing up the muscles in your torso and your back, getting your hips activated, getting your lower body locked into your upper body. Combine that with the press we just did earlier. So starting from a center position, turning to the left, my weight is shifting back onto my right foot. I'm pressing out. Something good to pair up with your pressing, especially your horizontal pressing, is rows, pulling back into your body. The weight's going to be outside, so as this side is pulling, the other side has to push down on the handle to counterbalance it. Since you're only loaded on the one side, the other side of your body has to fire like crazy to counterbalance and stabilize. So you're getting a lot of stuff from a really basic, simple movement. So I'll give you one more. My elbows are locked at 90 degrees. My hands are stabilized on the handle. I'm just pulling my hips down, making space for my torso to sit. Rather than falling to the ground, I'm pulling myself down actively with my legs. You can make it harder by extending the weight out. This will make your abs fire way harder. to clean the mace and to pick it up off the ground, I'm standing like I would with a hockey stick. My hips are hinged. One hand is close to my knee at the top of the handle, and the other hand is down below towards the weight. And to pick it up, I'm rocking back, which takes the weight off the ground, and then driving down as I'm pulling up, much like you would use a shovel. This is also a really good exercise. These are called grave diggers. So those are the basic movements I usually include in my warm-up. The biggest bang for your buck with these implements are the 360 and the 10 and 2. I'll make sure my triceps and my elbows are really stretched out. So I'll take the weight choked up on the handle to take the stress off the muscles, gradually lower the handle down to the base. I'll let it hang, gently rock back and forth, and keeping my hips locked to protect my spine, and just using the weight like a pendulum. The important part is just to let the weight hang. This will stretch out your tricep, open up the elbow, stretch out your shoulders down into your lats. Really important to get those nice and warmed up and stretched out before you start swinging. So here's the swing, the 360 and the 10 and 2. So on the 360, I'm letting the weight fall over my shoulder, pendulum behind me, then you're pulling the weight back over your shoulder. Much like you pull somebody over in a judo throw. It's constantly shifting and changing dynamics in your grip, making your nervous system have to fire faster to keep up with all the changes in dynamics. It's a really interesting, valuable exercise. There's a lot of benefits coming from using implements like these. Clubs as well. So that's the 360. The other main exercise with the mace is the 10 and 2. Well, there you have it, a bunch of exercises you can do with the mace. With a little imagination, you can find an implement to do these types of exercises without a gym, at home, outside, with very, very little equipment. You could probably walk out into the woods and find a log to do these exercises with. Actually, I know you can because I've done it. Well, there you have it. I hope everybody's doing okay. If you got any questions about the exercises in the video, just drop a comment below. I'm happy to respond. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.